Welcome back my channel, the 1999 20 Toya coin of Papua New Guinea, its background, design history, cultural meaning, minting details, and its place in the evolution of PNG's currency history of the 1999 Papua New Guinea 20 Toya coin. Introduction: the 20 Toya coin of Papua New Guinea, minted in 1999, occupies an important place within the nation's numismatic history. While at first glance it may appear to be a small and ordinary piece of circulating currency, the coin embodies crucial aspects of Papua New Guinea's cultural expression, national identity, and post-independence monetary development. Understanding the story of the 1999 coin requires looking at the broader narrative of the Kina and Toya currency system, the artistic choices that reflect the country's diverse traditions, and the political and economic conditions shaping the coinage system at the end of the 20th century. Papua New Guinea's coins, perhaps more than those of many other nations, are deeply rooted in traditional motifs, artistic symbolism, and pre-colonial cultural patterns. The 20 Toya denomination in particular carries a design that is instantly recognizable and highly meaningful to the people of PNG. The 1999 minting continues that legacy and stands as an example of the country's strong, consistent identity in circulating coinage, even as it navigated complex economic pressures and modernization. In the following sections, we explore the full story of this coin, its origins, design evolution, production, and cultural significance, the background of PNG's monetary history, the economic context of the late 1990s, and the place of the 20 Toya piece within collectors' markets and national symbolism, the birth of the Kina and Toya, the monetary context before Papua New Guinea's national currency before independence and the introduction of its own currency. Papua New Guinea used the Australian pound and later the Australian dollar. These currencies circulated across PNG from colonial administration into the early 1970s. However, as independence approached, the need for a currency reflecting the identity, sovereignty, and economic independence of the new nation became clear. Introduction of the Kina and Toya, 1975. On April 19, 1975, just months before Papua New Guinea's independence on September 16, 1975, the new national currency was introduced. The Kina K became the primary unit, equivalent to 100 Toya. The Toya T replaced the Australian cent. The new currency included coins of 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20 Toya, each incorporating unique and culturally resonant designs drawn from the country's vast artistic traditions. These early coins set the artistic template that would continue through the 1980s and 1990s, including into 1999. Design of the 20 Toya coin 3.1, the Motmut bird motif. The iconic design of the 20 Toya coin features the Motmut bird, known locally as the kumul. This bird, particularly Paradisea species, is closely associated with Papua New Guinea and is a cultural symbol of beauty, pride, and dignity. In PNG tradition, birds of paradise appear in folklore, body decoration, ceremonial dress, and clan imagery. The 20 Toya coin's design typically portrays the Motmut sitting on a branch, its characteristic long tail feathers elegantly curved. The motif reflects cultural identity. The bird of paradise is a national emblem, appearing on the coat of arms. Biodiversity: PNG is home to most of the world's birds of paradise species. Artistic heritage: the design is stylistic but naturalistic, echoing local carving and painting traditions. By 1999, this design had been used for over 2 decades, becoming a consistent part of Papua New Guinea's visual identity. Reverse and obverse design elements: the general design elements of the 20 Toya coin include reverse, design side, Motmut bird design numeral 20, and the word Toya. Obverse, national side: Papua New Guinea's national emblem, a bird of paradise above a traditional spear and kundu drum. Papua New Guinea inscription: the year of minting, 1999. This emblem represents the unity of the country's modern nationhood with its indigenous traditions. Designers and influences: the original designers of the Kina and Toya coins included individuals commissioned by the Bank of Papua New Guinea, who were tasked with grounding the new currency in local cultural imagery. The resulting engravings were modern yet distinctly rooted in the visual aesthetics of Melanesian culture. The continued use of the same designs into the late 1990s shows how deeply they had become ingrained in PNG's national symbolism and how little desire there was to shift away from these meaningful motifs. Minting and manufacture. Where the 1999 20 coins were minted, Papua New Guinea historically contracted foreign mints for its coin production, such as the Royal Australian Mint, the Royal Mint, UK, other Commonwealth minting facilities. By 1999, PNG did not have domestic minting capacity, so the 20 coins were struck abroad. Though exact minting records vary by denomination and year, the 1999 issue followed the established practice of contracted international minting. Metal composition. The 20 coins of this era typically used a copper-nickel alloy or a nickel-plated steel composition depending on the cost of metals at the time. By the late 1990s, many countries began shifting lesser-value coins to cheaper alloys due to rising metal prices. PNG was affected by these global pressures, so some denominations saw changes in composition during the decade, though the 20 remained visually consistent. Size, weight, and shape. The 20 coin maintained the following characteristics from the long-standing standard: round shape, reeded edge, approximate diameter around 23 mm, medium weight coin, designed for durability in tropical climates. Coins in PNG must withstand high humidity, heavy circulation, and rural usage patterns, so durability was an important factor in minting. Mintage numbers and circulation. The exact mintage figures for each year vary, and the Bank of Papua New Guinea has periodically adjusted coin production based on demand, inflation, and changing payment habits. The 1999 mintage is part of a late-decade coinage cycle aimed at replenishing circulation stocks. These coins were produced in large enough numbers to remain common in circulation for many years, though today they are less frequently seen as coins wear down or are withdrawn from use. The economic context of PNG in the late 1990s. To understand the significance of the 1999 20 coin, it is useful to look at the broader economic climate of Papua New Guinea in the late 1990s. Monetary challenges. During the late 1990s, Papua New Guinea faced. To understand the significance of the 1999 20 coin, it is useful to look at the broader economic climate of Papua New Guinea in the late 1990s. Monetary challenges. During the late 1990s, Papua New Guinea faced significant currency devaluation, economic contraction in some sectors, dependence on resource exports, gold, oil, copper, inflation pressure affecting everyday prices. In such an environment, small denominations like the 20 remained important for day-to-day commerce, especially in rural markets where cash transactions dominated. Stability of the coinage system. Despite economic challenges, PNG maintained a stable and consistent coinage system. The 20 coin continued circulating widely and remained a useful denomination for small purchases like betel nut, bus fares, and market vegetables. Coinage stability was crucial because PNG has a largely cash-based economy. Many regions lacked electronic payment systems. Rural communities relied heavily on coins rather than banknotes. The continued minting of the 20 coin in 1999 demonstrates the Bank of Papua New Guinea's commitment to maintaining a reliable coin supply even during periods of economic uncertainty. Cultural significance of the coin. The bird of paradise. As a national symbol, the bird of paradise is not only biologically important, but also symbolic of PNG's cultural unification across hundreds of ethnic groups. On coins, it reminds citizens of their shared national identity beyond local clan and linguistic boundaries. The 20 coin's motmet is particularly valued because it is one of the most visually striking birds. It is associated with ceremonial dress. It frequently appears in PNG art, carvings, and stories. Coins therefore function as miniature ambassadors of PNG culture. Everyday use and social meaning. Coins in PNG play roles beyond simple currency. They are used for gifting, traditions, children's rites of passage, e.g., buying treats at market negotiation, small-scale local economies. Holding a 20 coin in 1999 would have been an everyday experience for most citizens, creating a widespread familiarity with its imagery. The 1999 issue in the evolution of PNG coinage. Preceding years before 1999, the 20 coin remained consistent for over 2 decades. PNG valued design continuity as a way to reinforce cultural heritage. As long as the coin remained functional and recognizable, there was little need to redesign it. Subsequent changes post-1999 saw more substantial changes, including modifications to coin materials to reduce production costs, the introduction and withdrawal of other denominations, reforms in the early 2000s to address inflation and coin supply. The 1999 coin can be seen as one of the last in the classic era of PNG coinage before significant reforms took place in the 2000s. Collector interest. From a Numismatic perspective, the 1999 20 Toya coin is not generally rare. Its interest lies more in its representation of PNG's stable post-independence coinage cultural symbolism completion of year-set collections. The transition period of PNG's late 1990s economy coins, in high uncirculated grades or mint-set condition, are more valuable to collectors, though most circulated examples have modest value symbolism and national identity artistic identity. Papua New Guinea's decision to use traditional motifs on its coinage was groundbreaking in the 1970s and remains deeply influential. The 20 Toya coin carries forward a visual language that binds the population through common imagery. Continuity and stability. The 1999 issue is part of a broader theme of continuity. At a time when PNG faced significant economic pressures and political complexity, its currency design stayed constant, giving the impression of stability and unity. International recognition. Collectors abroad recognize Papua New Guinean coins for their distinct cultural motifs, high-quality artistry link to the country's biological and cultural diversity. The 20 Toya coin, particularly the one minted in 1999, exemplifies PNG's reputation for unique and visually compelling currency. The coin in modern time circulation today. As decades pass, many 1999 coins have fallen out of circulation due to wear, loss, or withdrawal. However, some still appear in market transactions and are familiar to older generations. Educational value. The coin is now commonly used in teaching children about national symbol school lessons on PNG history, numismatic clubs, and cultural exhibits. It remains a reference point for understanding how PNG represented itself in material culture during the late 20th century. Digital economy and changing roles. As PNG gradually adopts electronic payment systems, coins like the 20 Toya may slowly diminish in everyday relevance. Nevertheless, their historical and symbolic importance persists. The 1999 20 Toya coin of Papua New Guinea is far more than a small piece of metal used in daily trade. It represents a rich tapestry of national heritage, cultural symbolism, economic resilience, and artistic tradition. Introduced as part of the Kina Toya system in 1975, the coin carries forward motifs that unite the country through shared history and identity. By 1999, the coin had become a familiar and beloved object in PNG society, circulating widely during a period of economic challenges yet offering stability and continuity in the national currency. Its motif, the Motmot bird, serves as a constant reminder of the country's natural beauty and cultural depth. Its consistent design connects multiple generations and symbolizes the endurance of Papua New Guinea's artistic identity in its monetary tradition. Today, the coin stands as a meaningful relic of the late 20th century PNG economy and remains a valued object among collectors, historians, and citizens who view it as part of their national story. Whether examined for its artistry, economic role, or cultural symbolism, the 1999 20 Toya coin holds a distinguished place in Papua New Guinea's numismatic history.